Hello, everyone, and welcome to my weekly message. This week is Parshas Naso, which translates as literally as raise to lift. This is an expression used when counting the tribes of Israel. So the expression is Naso esrosh, to raise the heads. Why is this expression used as opposed to count the heads of the tribes of the Jewish people? Why is the word raise used here? We are now in the days right after Shavuot, the giving of the Torah, Matan Torah, Toratenu, the giving of the Torah, and we could say that the Torah is what raises us. When we study Torah, even let's say after a very difficult day, the Torah puts us in a very different state of mind, and it literally puts us on a higher realm, in a better place, in a more peaceful place. That's the power of Torah. Torah enables us to lift us to a greater, higher level. I'm saying this especially in lieu of the recent events that unfortunately took place in Texas and here in New York and Buffalo. Recent tragedies of unfortunately young adults who senselessly took the life of innocent children and adults. And the Lubavitcher Rebbe would always say that if we teach our children that there's an eye that sees and there's an ear that hears, even if we don't necessarily see that eye that ear that hears, or that sees, or the ear that hears, we know the presence of God in our lives. Perhaps we would behave differently, and if we aspire to a higher purpose, then we will realize that we all have a mission, a purpose, and to do good in this world, and that perhaps would give these young children, young adults, meaning and the reason of wanting to do good in this world. And this is what the Torah teaches us. The premise of Torah is to bring peace in the world, to bring purpose in the world. When we study Torah, we raise ourselves to a higher standard, and perhaps we could share that with our Gentile neighbors and friends. Maimonides speaks about the seven Noahide laws, how it is incumbent on us to influence others in keeping these laws, namely to believe in God, not to be blasphemous of God, not to bear false witness, not to murder, not to steal, and not to cause any pain and suffering to animals, and also to set up a system of courts and justice. So these are universal laws that could be introduced to our neighbors, to our friends, and universally, and perhaps that will stop especially our youth from carrying out terrible tragedies, um, terrible crimes. And we hope and pray that it'll be a time when Mashiach will come. It will be natural to do good. It will be natural to follow in God's ways. It won't be something that would need to be enforced in terms of laws. Or it would actually be something that would come from ourselves. That we would want to do that from our own volition. I want to wish everyone a good Shabbos. Candle lighting time for the New York metropolitan area for Friday, June 10th is at 8:09. I'm sorry. Yes, 8:09. It's that late. We hope to have mincha a little earlier at 7:30. So if you could please join us for mincha 7:30, followed by Kabbalah Shabbat and my reading services. Tomorrow morning we have our class at 9:30. Services at 10 a.m. Reading of the Torah. This week is Parshas Naso, as mentioned. It's the last day of the days following the holiday that are connected to the holiday of Shavuot, very special Shabbos, 12th of Nisivan. And following Musaf, we'll have a sit-down lunch kiddush in honor of my birthday, The Ivry family is sponsoring the Kiddush. Welcome everyone. I want to thank everyone for coming to the Torah Symposium and my birthday get together this past Tuesday. But those who can make it to Shabbos as well, after following Musaf prayers, and then we'll have hopefully Mincha as well at 1:30. Shabbos ends 9:17 tomorrow evening. A reminder that Pirkei Avot we start again in the summer months. We start chapter 1, and we'll have Ma'ariv tomorrow evening at 9:35. Sunday morning service 8 a.m. followed by breakfast. Tuesday women's yoga at 7 p.m. Please RSVP by texting yoga 22 to 347-254-1143. And Thursday night we should have our Torah class this week. Wishing everyone a Shabbat Shalom and a healthy and meaningful, productive summer. All the best.